Uganda last year for 2 months, during the months of June and July. There are so many great things about Amani. I mean, it's really hard to choose just, one. But obviously the kids are, I'd say, the best part. They're just so amazing and you fall in love with them. And of course, the other volunteers when I was there were amazing and we had such a fun time. Even with the hard things that happened, we would all just, learn to laugh it off. A typical day we'd have to be downstairs by about 8:30 in the morning. We would, start off by singing. We'd all sit in a circle and we'd sing songs. We also would teach them Bible verses, hopefully with hand signs and everything to try to help them remember. And they did great. They would stand up and say their Bible verse and they were always so excited. Every day we'd have a different thing. So we'd have an activity where we'd take the kids outside and play with them, or we'd have one-on-one time where we would maybe take the kids upstairs to the volunteers' quarters. We would feed the kids supper and then we'd put them to bed, and that was always really exciting. In one of the rooms there were 16 toddler boys, and to put them to bed was always really, really loud and exciting, and try to keep them all in bed, but that was one of the best times of the day. And then after that we would all sit around and we'd fold the huge pile of laundry. So by the time you were done with the day, of course you were really tired, and but you was a good kind of tired. So once a week we would get to take a child on an outing to go to town, and they love to go to like a restaurant and get cake or whatever. And one of the little boys, when he would take a bite of cake, his eyes would get really big at each bite. One of my favorite things was getting to know the mamas and working alongside them, and they really were a big inspiration to me because they always were, had a big smile on their face, and they were always so happy to see us, and it was just really cool to get to know them. And so they were one of my favorite parts there, just to become friends with them. One of the things that impacted me the most while serving in Africa was getting to know the kids and realizing that they come from all different backgrounds and all different situations in life. And I think that one of the biggest things that I learned was that you can't necessarily judge a child by their behavior, because there's so much more going on in there. Yes, we had to work on behavior, but behind the behavior, a lot of the kids are dealing with all these things that a grown-up could barely deal with. So I think that's one thing that made me more compassionate coming home.
Clap your hand. Yeah. It's your happy and clap your hand. It's your happy and Charlie Lily want to show. It's your happy and clap your hand.
The children there come from all sorts of different backgrounds. Some of them still have a parent living who might be sick, or a relative who just can't take care of them at the moment. And some of them are orphans. I am volunteering to go back again in January. I mean, a big reason is that I really miss everyone over there. I'm excited to see everyone again, and I loved working there. It was very rewarding, and it was such a blessing, and I'm just excited to go back and do more of that work. And also because in the winter time they have less volunteers there. It's not such a busy season. So I'm excited to go at a quieter time when hopefully I can really help more. Another thing God has laid on my heart to raise money for is to bring diaper liners to the orphanage. They use cloth diapers, and they have so many kids in diapers, and that was one thing I saw that was a real need. In January I would like to bring diaper liners, and I'm hoping that people would be willing to give specifically so that I can buy those diaper liners and bring them. So if anyone would be willing to donate to that, they can contact me either by email or at my Facebook page. Another one of my favorite things last year was getting to travel with Hannah Beth, who's one of my best friends. She really has a heart for all those kids as well, and I feel like even though she's not able to come back with me this year, she's still my partner in all this, and she's been such a big help. So thank you, Hannah Beth, you're awesome, and I love you. And I would like to extend a big thank you to everyone who has already given me support. and also to anyone else who is interested in giving towards the diaper liners or any other part of my trip. You're a real blessing, and I'd just like to say thank you for that.
Jesus love a lady cheese.
Look up.
When all the children of the world, they look in the black and white, they are precious in it. Jesus love a lady children of the world.